It's been reported that Barcelona and a whole host of top European clubs want Sergio Reguilón this summer. A win for the Tottenham Hotspur under-23s on Friday evening. Tanganga has just undergone surgery and is now out for the remainder of this season. 2 new contracts issued this week, and injury news on Oliver Skipp and Ryan Sessegnon. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. In today's episode, I'll be going through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button and that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. Let's start by talking about a couple of Premier League results from the last couple of days. On Thursday evening, Everton beat Newcastle 1-0. And then yesterday, Wolves lost 3-2 at home to Leeds United, having been 2-0 up in that game. Now, one Premier League game will take place later on this afternoon. Aston Villa will take on our North London rivals, Arsenal. Of course, they are currently in the top 4. And then on Sunday, tomorrow, a couple of Premier League games will take place. Leicester City will take on Brentford, 2 p.m. kickoff. And Spurs will take on West Ham United at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium at 4:30 p.m. kickoff. Going into this weekend, Tottenham Hotspur are sitting in a Europa Conference League spot in 7th place. We have played 28, we have won 15, we have drawn 3 and lost 10. We have a goal difference of +9 and we have 48 points. And it is actually possible that Spurs could go into a Europa League spot or indeed a Champions League spot and go into the top 4 at the end of this weekend, providing that Aston Villa beat Arsenal and we beat West Ham, because the goal difference at the moment, Arsenal have +12, we have +9. They have 51 points, we have 48. So if the results go our way, we could go into the top 4. Now, my thoughts ahead of the West Ham game on Sunday. Of course, it has been a pretty good week so far. A very good professional win at Brighton Hove Albion on Wednesday evening. And hopefully we will end this week the perfect week. Hopefully it will be the perfect week for us picking up 6 points in the Premier League and climbing up that Premier League table. Because as I've just mentioned there, you know, we could move into a Europa League spot, or indeed, if the results do go our way, we beat West Ham and Aston Villa beat Arsenal, you know, we could even move into the top 4. And what a great time to be moving up that Premier League table just before the international break. But Spurs must give absolutely everything. Antonio Conte said that these players must give 120, 130%, because 100 is simply not enough. This is the business end of the season now, 10 Premier League games left. You know, so for any chance of getting that Champions League spot or Europa League spot at the end of the season, we have to give absolutely everything in these remaining 10 games. It's going to be difficult, but I'm going to go for a Spurs win. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Tottenham Hotspur win Sunday afternoon. Now, there has been a fair few reports published about this story, and Italian journalist and transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has confirmed the following. Tottenham left-back Sergio Reguilón is attracting a lot of interest. Barcelona are keeping tabs on his situation. It's true, but there are also a lot of other top European clubs interested. This is an open race. Real Madrid have a buyback clause available this summer for Sergio Reguilón of around €40 million. Now, my thoughts on Sergio Reguilón possibly leaving in the summer for Barcelona, Real Madrid or another top European side. I must say, I think it would be a shame personally, because I like Sergio Reguilón, and I think within time, you know, if Antonio Conte has a summer, has a pre-season, I think that he will get the best out of some of these players, and I think Sergio Reguilón will certainly be one of those. I think that Reguilón's best position is as a wing-back and not sitting in a flat-back 4. So I think that this position would really suit him under Antonio Conte. I think he can certainly finish. I think that he can certainly get into those very dangerous areas and assist his teammates to create goals. I like him as a player, and as I say, I think if Conte is given the time and Reguilón stays at the club, I think that he will get the best out of him and he will become a very, very decent left wing back. And of course, it's frustrating yet again that Ryan Sessegnon is out injured. It seems that he just hasn't had, a decent break at Spurs since his signing, from Fulham a couple of years ago. But I certainly think that Tottenham Hotspur in the summer do need to go out and identify a really, really decent right wing back to come into this Tottenham Hotspur starting 11. Currently, we've got Emerson Royale and we've got Matt Doherty, but I think that we really do need to improve in that area, as well as a lot of areas across the pitch. And if Antonio Conte wants to be successful at Tottenham Hotspur, I'm sure he will want a very, very big summer, as do us fans. The Spurs under-23s were in action on Friday. Under-23s deservedly returned to winning ways with a 3-1 win against Leicester. 3 first-half goals put us in firm control. Santiago's first league strike of the season, followed shortly afterwards by a classy finish from Alfie Devine, and Jamie Donnelly's effort went in off defender Lewis Brunt, and it went down as an own goal. Leicester City pulled one back in the 84th minute, but the Tottenham Hotspur under-23s picked up our first Premier League 2 victory of the calendar year. Now for some sad news. Tottenham Hotspur Football Club on Wednesday announced the following. We are deeply saddened to learn the passing of our former player, Tony Marchi, a former captain of the club in the 1950s and part of our 1961 Football League and 1963 European Cup Winners' Cup winning squads. Tony passed away at Broomfield Hospital in Chelmsford on Tuesday evening on the 15th of March. He was 89. On Friday, it was also announced that the club are saddened to hear the passing of our former club secretary, Peter Barnes, who died on Friday morning at the age of 77. And on Friday, Tottenham Hotspur tweeted the following. The club would like to extend its best wishes to our ambassador and legendary former captain, Gary Mabbott, who successfully underwent artery surgery on Thursday, wishing you a speedy recovery. In the last 24 hours, Tottenham Hotspur Football Club announced the following. Japhet Tanganga has undergone surgery on his right knee and will be out for the remainder of this season. The England under-21 international will undergo a period of recovery and is expected to return to training during the pre-season period. Now, a couple of Tottenham Hotspur development players have been issued with new contracts this week. The club have stated, we are delighted to announce that development squad players Malachi Fagan-Walcott and Brooklyn Lyons-Foster have signed new contracts with the club until 2023. Centre-back Malachi, 19, has scored 2 goals in 15 appearances in all competitions for our under-23s this season, while also being named as a sub in the first team in 2 Europa Conference League fixtures earlier in this campaign. He made his senior competitive debut as a late sub against Leipzig in the Champions League in March 2020. That was, of course, under Jose Mourinho. And Brooklyn Lyons-Foster, 21, has featured in a holding midfield role in our under-23s this season, making 17 appearances in all competitions, scoring once and captaining the side on a number of occasions. He has also been named as an unused sub twice in our first team in the Europa Conference League. Now for an injury update on midfielder Oliver Skipp. Antonio Conte in his press conference ahead of the West Ham United game on Friday stated that Skippy should be back after the international break. He said Skippy is improving a lot. Honestly, I hope after the international break to have him again with the team. Conte also provided an update on Ryan Sessegnon and said, Ryan, we are waiting for another scan and then to make an evaluation. Again, it's my expectation to have him back in the squad after the international break. Conte then went on to talk about Tottenham Hotspur defender Japhet Tanganga, who I mentioned earlier. He said Japhet has had surgery on his knee and that has finished his season. The medical department tried to take care of the situation, but in the end, it was the best solution for the player. He then went on to talk about Oliver Skipp again and said, I know the player's frustration because we're also talking about a really good guy. He's a top guy, a top man. To see him very disappointed and very sad for this situation, he has to be strong because we believe in him and we are waiting for him. Now, my thoughts on the team news. Oliver Skipp, of course, Antonio Conte has absolutely raved about him since his appointment as Tottenham Hotspur head coach. Jose Mourinho said pretty much the same thing, and Jose Mourinho even said that he would be a future Tottenham Hotspur captain. I completely agree. I remember seeing many times Oliver Skipp playing for the under-23s at the age of like 16, 17, and he was a cut above the rest then. You had players there, very experienced players in those leagues at the time, 21, 22, 23-year-olds, and Oliver Skipp at 16, 17 was running rings around them, controlling the game. So I've absolutely, have no surprise at all that Oliver Skipp has done extremely well in the Premier League. And of course, that season last year at Norwich really, really helped him develop his game and come into this Tottenham Hotspur squad. And I think he will walk back straight into this team and probably play alongside Rodrigo Bentancur, which I think will be an excellent partnership in Tottenham Hotspur's centre midfield. Japhet Tanganga, wishing him all of the very, very best. And Ryan Sessegnon, frustrating again for the player, frustrating for the club, frustrating again for Antonio Conte, and of course frustrating for all of us fans. He signed from Fulham a couple of years ago, and I still believe that we haven't seen the best of Ryan Sessegnon. He spent last season on loan at Hoffenheim, done very well there. But other than that, the injury problems that he's had at Spurs, has been a big disappointment and a big shame. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button and that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. And I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe and well. Come on, you Spurs.
Hi, I'm Bill from Football Prizes. I'm just here to tell you about the weekly prizes that we run on the site. Prizes such as our signed memorabilia, match day tickets, trips abroad and more. Just go to our website www.footballprizes.co.uk.